welcome Doug Stern, Cincinnati firefighter.
Hello, my name is Doug Stern. I'm an Ohio fireman and an unlikely choice to be addressing you this evening, because for the vast majority of my voting life, I've been a Republican. Yeah, thanks. So why am I here? Well, something's happened recently. The Republican Party left people like me. As a member of the middle class, they left me, and they've certainly left me as a public employee. Somewhere along the way, being a public employee, someone who works for my community, made me a scapegoat for the GOP. Vice President Biden and President Obama still believe public service is an honorable calling. When I go to work, when there's an emergency, I want someone on my crew that has my back. Someone who helps me get the job done. Someone who's willing to go through hell with me. And I expect the same out of my elected leaders. And that's what we get with Joe Biden and Barack Obama. From maintaining grant programs so fire departments nationwide have the safe staffing and equipment to support our people, that President Obama and Vice President Biden have our backs. Supporting my voice to have collective bargaining on the job, President Obama has my back. President Obama has kept thousands of first responders on the job, and he sent plans to Congress to keep even more of us working. The Republicans must stop obstructing progress and do the right thing for the middle class. They must pass the president's jobs plan. For me, this election is about who respects middle-class workers like me and my family. I saw firsthand what the Republicans thought of me and my fellow public employees last year when Ohio legislators passed Senate Bill 5 in an attempt to silence us. We all know how that ended up. While they were not successful cutting our collective bargaining rights, they were successful in cutting funding for cities and towns all across Ohio. We've watched these so-called leaders claim that they didn't raise taxes, all the while knowing full well that they are forcing the local governments to raise those taxes or cut essential services, including police and fire. We feel their disdain for the very right to voice our concerns about safety matters, not just for ourselves, but for the general public that we protect as well, when right-wing extremists threaten to take away the ability to negotiate with so-called right-to-work laws. But let me tell you what else we feel. We feel unified and we feel stronger than ever. We've seen that the people of Ohio are onto their parlor tricks. Last year, 63% of Ohio voters took a stand with public employees. They rejected Governor Kasich's Senate Bill 5. They said enough. And voters this year have the opportunity to do the same all across the country. Enough of the vilification of the people who work for a living. Enough of the disrespect of the middle class. Enough of their far-right agenda. We have a clear choice this campaign. The people I work with, the firemen that I hang out with, we have a simple statement. We support those who support us. That's why this former Republican fireman stands here with you today. And that's why firefighters support President Obama and Vice President Biden, because they have our backs, and it's our turn to have theirs. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.